You know, I keep sitting here reading books about being an entrepreneur, and they all say when you make your first dollar, you get addicted to it and you want to be an entrepreneur. Well, I never even made my first dollar. So what am I going to do? I want to be a startup guy. Actually, you know what? I will be a startup guy. I got my LLC papers. Those expensive new business cards just came in the mail. Check it out. Have a business card. Have a business card. Have a business card. Have a business card. Have 2 business cards. Have a business card. Have a business card. Now it's time to go get some venture capital from these venture capitalists. Gotta put the suit on and let's go. Didn't get venture capital this time. I guess we have to just take a few weeks and try again. Let's go. It's gonna be like the Twitter It's gonna be like the Tumblr It's like social media, except like Facebook, except instead of poking, you can nudge people. Alright, now that I'm an entrepreneur, I'm gonna write a 40-page business plan. Oh man, you know that expensive web designer we hired? He got back to us. Look at our website. It even has animation. I'm a Wantrepreneur. Oh my god, Chief Sumo! Chief Sumo! Oh my god, he's just the guy I was looking for. So get this. So I have a new company, and check out our business cards and everything. Here, have a business card, We've got a 40-page business plan, and dude, on that, it has our website. We got the top web designer in New York to design it for us. Awesome.
Dude, let's slow down a bit. Tell me about your business. Do you have any customers?
No. Okay, so listen. So we have all this stuff. We have all these investment partners that we're looking at, and so I just wanted to ask you first, will you invest $600,000 with us?
No.
What?
So, no, I know, but how are you actually going to make money?
But that doesn't matter. We've got this business page plan. See, look, if you take about 3 hours to read this 40 pages, you'll understand that we actually have a really good business model and everything.
Can we see your cards one more time?
Here you go. Here, have a bunch of cards. Show them to your... What?
Let me see the business plan.
But what is this?
Well, one, it's blank pages, but it's garbage.
What the hell, Chief Sumo? Dude, I spent a lot of time on that. I took loans from my parents to start this business and everything. Really? It means a lot to me. I'm an entrepreneur.
You are a wantrepreneur.
How so? I did all this stuff. I have an LLC corporation. I have a business partner. I'm going to lawyers and talking to them. I have a business plan. I have a business plan. That means I'm a businessman.
Are you Jay-Z? I think what you're missing the point on is that you don't have to do you're doing everything else except creating a real business and making actually something that people want. With AppSumo, we spent literally 30 days and $60 to see that people actually wanted to buy the products we're putting out.
What? You built... No. Okay, so if you build AppSumo and you get this idea in your head for like Groupon of nerds, you have to build out the whole thing and get salespeople and file an LLC corporation and all that kind of stuff.
No, you don't have to do any of that stuff. And I think that's a problem with tons. It's an epidemic like fucking the country today. What you need to really consider is you can actually figure out if people want your business within a day or within a week. And then you can actually build it out from there. Instead of wasting time with cards, anytime I see someone with a shirt before they've even made their first dollar, they are guaranteed to fail. That is a fact.
But I quit my job for this.
Yeah.
And I'm serious about it. So what do you say? What do you mean? How do you validate in one day? I spent like 6 months doing this.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what we need to talk about today is how do we kill the entrepreneurs and how do we get them out of that cycle of doing all this external shit besides making a real business?
So wait, how did you start AppSumo then?
Well, so what I actually did was I said, all right, I want to sell these products. And I emailed one guy. I said, hey, can I sell your product? And then I emailed a place that had customers, which is Reddit. And I said, hey, can I promote this product here? And all I did was just connect it. It wasn't actually a lot of work. I didn't go get LLC. I didn't have an S-Corp. I didn't have a bookkeeper. I didn't have any employees.
So what did this cost you, like $120,000?
About $60. And I could have actually done it for cheaper. I could have done it for zero.
How much time did it take you?
I did it within 30 days, but now in retrospect, I could have done it probably within 7. So like the easiest way to build AppSumo.com, I could have just literally put up... I know. Hey, it's okay, big guy. Come on, are you cold?
I took out bank loans for my business.
Okay, it's okay.
My parents let me borrow $5,000.
They gave you money? All right, let's talk. So why are we here today? What are we here to talk about, man? So you waste all this time, money. We're trying to help all these other people that are having a similar problem to you. So who are these people and what are they going through?
Oh my God, dude. Okay, Wantrepreneurs. These are people who are gonna start a business. These are people who want to start a business, and they also, what's that quote you said? They want to play business.
They buy the books.
They buy the books, they file the LLC, they start talking to random lawyers about stuff.
Go to meetups.
They hand out business cards that are made from Moo cards, and they're all like, they're black matte gloss.
Let's stop for 1 second. Let's stop 1 second. If you're watching this video, I want you to do a nod, just a nod on the camera. You're an entrepreneur? Have you had these types of things happen to you, and you still haven't made money? You nodding with us? Okay, good. Yes, I know that feeling.
There's a great quote. The truth will set you free, but first it will piss you off. So at least admit that you are a entrepreneur right now.
Yeah, I mean, and that's a great thing because we can actually, I mean, I don't know, my passion in life, and I think yours as well, is getting people to go and create their own businesses and live the life they want to live.
Now, I think we've all been there before. It's not like we were like born entrepreneurs. I've done a lot of stupid business ideas where, fine, I was not a born entrepreneur. I did a lot of stupid business ideas where you get an idea and then you just build it out and you waste all this time. But then what happens down the line? You realize no one gives a crap about your idea. No one actually wants to pay you for that service or product or whatever you're offering. And how do you solve that problem? You first validate the idea. So I really like...
I wish we had music. Validate.
We can edit that.
Exactly.
But here's the thing. Whenever you're talking about AppSumo, you said that you first basically validated the idea by first doing a test run for really cheap.
You don't get your time back. Every day you waste, you'll never get back. And I think how we've actually come to this point of why we're so big on validating and saving time and money is that I've fucking wasted a lot of time and money getting to this point. I've written business plans. I've built out things. Like we spent $15,000 building reward level, format, blah, blah, blah. I can go on for a long time. And I've actually finally come to the conclusion that any idea you should be able to validate, create, and get out there within 30 days to start making some money. And not some get-rich-quick scheme that you find from an infomercial or you watch on a YouTube video. But, actually go out and make something real that people want. And I think there's a few other things that entrepreneurs do. Have you ever noticed they're like, I need the perfect idea? How many times have you heard someone tell that to you when they're emailing?
400 million.
I think there's a lot of fear with entrepreneurs. I think something that one of my best friends, I was in town this week, and he's like, I don't want to bug my friends with something that I'm working on because in case they don't like me. I don't want my peers, I don't want my significant other thinking that I'm a failure, and I'm scared of being that failure, right? And so I think a lot of what you say about validation and what we're talking about today is how to break through that, and even do it in your own private room so no one else has to see you.
So can I tell the quick story about what just happened like a few minutes ago?
Sure.
We were driving over here to the studio, and we got there's this guy who saw my shirt at a coffee shop. And he's like, Wantrepreneur, cool, where'd you get that shirt? So I was like, are you a Wantrepreneur? And we started talking about it. And I was like, so what broke you out of Wantrepreneur to entrepreneur mode eventually? He was 35 years old. And you know what he said? He's just like, it's just like, I feel like I have to grow up finally. Like I'm at work and it's almost to the point where they tell me when to take a piss. And I'm a 35-year-old grown man. Like I want to start calling the shots right now. That's what pushed him out of his Wantrepreneur to try to get to entrepreneur mode.
And and it sounds like what part of the problem is, it's so cheesy, but it's like there's not a blueprint. Like when you go to school and you say you want to learn math, they have books that say here's the blueprint for how to like add numbers. But there's not really a clear thing of how do I get my business started that's actually going to work. And so you created the Sumo Business Blueprint.
Yeah.
Right. And so that was one of the top products on AppSumo, all time. What were the responses?
But so who cares? Okay, yeah, it sold really well, and yeah, I love to brag and all that kind of stuff.
You do.
But and I will not shy away from that. However, in all sincereness, that product has probably helped more people than like almost any other product we've ever sold.
I thought you weren't going to brag.
Huh? I'm bragging. But the same for real, right? It actually transitioned a lot of people from wantrepreneurs into entrepreneurs. There's a lot of people who watch a Sumo Business Blueprint and now have a successful business because of it, and they never started anything before because they didn't know that they can validate so quickly.
And so, what are we actually here today to talk about?
So we're here to talk about the Sumo Business Blueprint Live Case Study Edition. And so
can you make that longer?
Live Case Study Edition. Hey, ask me why I made this.
Why did you make it? Not why did you make it. Why are you excited about it? Why do you think people should give a shit?
Okay, so we made the Sumo Business Blueprint, and like I said, that helped a lot of people. However, there were still people who still had a little bit of wantrepreneur left in them. And that actually kind of irked me enough and pissed me enough off to where I wanted to make a thing where we actually go through every single idea that people have and validate for very cheap, pretty much $0 and maybe a few minutes of time, to the point where we make the first couple of dollars.
So what's my alternative? I'm just kind of curious. Like instead of buying this product or watching anything you have to say, what would I be doing instead?
Well, you can read a bunch of books. You can buy a bunch of other shitty online products. You can try to make your own idea, and you can come up with some brilliant idea and then start filing an LLC, buying business cards, writing business plans, and spending the next 6 months to 2 years of your life trying a business that probably will fail because you never validated it first to see if people in the real world actually want it.
Well, and so how far do you take me? Do you show me exactly what you do? Because I think the problem that I've seen from a lot of things is like I get an idea of what to do, maybe I see a screenshot, a little bit of video. Like how in depth are you taking me? Like from what levels? Like what should I expect?
How about I give you an example?
Please.
So one of the guys in our office, Taylor, was actually sort of thinking like a Wantrepreneur. He had this nice Canon 7D.
Taylor that works at AppSumo?
Yeah.
Okay.
He had a nice 7D camera, and he was just like, you know what? I need to rent another one to film something. So one day he found out that it was really difficult to rent these fucking cameras around Austin. So he bought a domain name and a website and all this other Wantrepreneur stuff, and he was going to make a website about the 7D and put information about it, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, dude, we're making this product. Let me do this for you. So I said, let me validate if people actually want to rent Canon 7D cameras. And he's like, okay, whatever. So I went home, and in the next few hours, I made a quick ad that we put up on Craigslist. And you get to watch me do all this. And I swear to God, this particular ad took less than 4 minutes to build in front of you, even while I was explaining it. I put it up on Craigslist.
So while you're microwaving a Hot Pocket, you were building a business.
For 2 Hot Pockets would take like 5 minutes, so less than that. Yeah, exactly. So whenever I got home, I did this. Within a couple of minutes, it was up. Within 17 hours, Taylor got a call, and he didn't know I was doing this quick, right? So he got a call from a guy who's like, "Hey, you're renting out the camera, right?" And Taylor's like, "Who is this?" He was like blindsided by the success of that, and it cost me about 5 minutes of time, and it cost me about $0.
But is everything in this what you're going to show me just like you putting some random ass idea up on Craigslist?
No. We actually go through, so one of them, we actually go through and build out websites. We do several different validation methods. So Craigslist is just one of many validation methods. And what I mean by validation method is you want to see if people will pay you money. You want to see if people will whip out their wallet and give you money on this stuff.
I think, the true thing that I've seen that's really successful is how do you get to your first dollar? And I feel like a lot of what you're going to be teaching people is like, let's just get you to the first dollar, get you that momentum so that you can actually start building that business and living that lifestyle or whatever it is that you want out of it.
Also, one of the really important things is like this idea. A lot of entrepreneurs have this idea. Oh, I got this great idea. What do you think of this idea? I get emails every day. What do you think of this idea? They're so attached to these ideas, whereas instead of emailing me or Chief Sumo over here,
yes,
you can, please stop, by the way, you can you can at least go out and validate this yourself within a couple of minutes.
I mean, so you said that you met someone recently who wants to do a lot of ideas.
Yeah, so actually, whenever we're doing the beta testing of this, one of our beta testers, Alex, actually did something interesting. So he watched only 3 sections of the case study, the Sumo Business Blueprint Live case study. And after watching these 3 sections, he was like, dude, I just never thought of it like this. And so he had this total mind shift. And so before, he had never actually even done a business or validated an idea. Now he's so like into it, he's doing a validation every day for 21 days. That's the challenge he set up for himself. And he's emailing me. I swear to God, every day he's emailing me with a new thing.
What's one of the things he's done?
So his first one, for example, was, the Tim Ferriss book, The 4-Hour Body?
Obviously.
Yeah, so he look at you, of course. Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah, and so he recommends this Body Metrics body scanner. And so it's a $500 machine. You can go type in Body Metrics fat scanner on Amazon. It'll be $4.99 plus shipping. And Alex happens to have one. So he said, well, this is just sitting at home. What if I rent it out? So he said, I'm going to put it up on Craigslist as a validation test to see if people will rent it for $25 a day. And so normally what he would have done, and he emails me all the time, he'll email me with ideas. But instead what he did this time, which I am very happy about, is he first made a quick ad exactly like I showed. I thought I made it because he.
Do you give the template out?
I give the template, yeah. I give the template ad. He put the ad up on Craigslist. It took him all of maybe 7 minutes or something like that to do it the very first time. And then he emailed me. He's like, hey, check it out. I did my research. I followed exactly what you do. I did a validation test, and now I'm waiting to see if I actually get any money for this.
Good. I mean, the funny thing is I know there's someone watching this video. Oh, sorry, you want a high five?
I'm still blown away. Like, do you realize that after watching 3 sections of this case study thing, he has completely shifted his entire mindset? No, I am actually blown. I am blown away. Like, not how much would you pay? How much value would you get out of that if all the time you're like, oh, idea, and now you're at the stage where you're just like, I can validate these and see if I could start making money.
The thing is that there's people watching this video that are like, oh yeah, these guys are talking, or oh, that's such a basic idea, right? And that's why they're still doing the same thing and getting the same results.
And they'll continue to do the same, which is fine.
So maybe we'd actually address like who should be checking out this product and who should be ignoring it.
Ooh, good question. So the people that should be checking it out is like, if you've kind of nodded your head whenever we're talking about Wantrepreneurs, like I am someone who's gonna do something someday. I am someone who thinks I have to write a business plan and all that kind of stuff. If the truth has set you free and it pissed you off and you said, yes, I'm a Wantrepreneur, this is very likely something you should definitely watch.
Do you think this is something that they've tried before and it just didn't work? Do you think a lot of them have?
I don't think a lot of people have seen stuff like this before.
No, but I'm saying the people that should actually buy the product are people who've tried a business, they've bought the business cards, they've had a few ideas, and it just never actually panned out.
Oh my God. Those people are actually the most dangerous to themselves because they have ambition, but they're doing it all wrong. So if you have an idea and you start running with it, that's great, and I highly encourage that. At the same time, you might be barking down this path where people in the real world don't give a shit about your product. Have you ever done that? Have you ever built a product that people just don't give a shit about?
Most of them.
That's
how it got to the point that finally figured out like what kind of blueprint makes sense.
Yeah, exactly. And so you go down this path and you waste all this time and money. And so those people should definitely be buying this because you'll learn how to at least prove first that people are like, oh my God, I really do want that. And there are some really good case studies in here. We actually have a guy who's a millionaire already and can easily afford to make the product that he invented. Instead, he did a validation, which was brilliant, and it's good stuff.
And so who should not? Who should probably just stop what they're doing, not even see the challenge we're going to give out, but who should just not get this at all?
The people that are already skeptical and that think, oh, I can do it any way I want, and they still want the big... Oh, I know the people who should definitely not buy. The people who want to play business. You want to give off the appearance that you're an entrepreneur. You want to hand out the business card that says CEO on it of a company that makes $0 fucking dollars. Those kind of people should definitely, if you want to continue doing that, keep going and don't watch this, please.
No, I agree. So let's bring it to the challenge. So I think the big thing that we've identified with a lot of the entrepreneurs out there and the people that are trying to get that business started, either leaving their jobs or doing the business they want or going to go travel, the validation and getting it started. I know you're thinking, oh, I've tried it before and it hasn't worked. So we have a challenge for you. So it's very simple. Right now, stop the video or wait till I finish the challenge, then stop the video. Make a video, 2 minutes, no more than 2 minutes. Put it in the comments section below. And what we're gonna do is, and there's no money, you just make the video, go on YouTube, do it, put it in the comments. Yeah, put it in the comments below. And the best video, we're gonna do an all expense paid trip, hotel, airfare, and you're gonna come have tacos with us, the best tacos in the world in Austin, Texas. We're gonna fly.
Am I paying for this?
Yeah.
What?
No,
what
but
the hell?
Here's the thing. I want to challenge you. I want you to actually go and spend the 5 minutes, spend the 10 minutes, and do a quick validation. Talk about what you've done. Talk about the results. Put it in the video. Put it in the comments below, and we're going to choose someone within the next 10 days. So let's leave that video. Leave that video comment.
Yeah, that's actually good. That'll be a great start because a lot of these entrepreneurs, they always want an excuse to do something and there's no one holding them to it. So now, with this challenge, you can actually go do that. So go out and validate.